students the inspiration about writing and researching about our cultural sites in the UAE, because as visual artists, it's not enough only to visualize the piece itself, the cultural side, but we need a lot of research for each artwork we do. And what he did, Mr. Mark today, he did a great achievement about Abu Dhabi important cultural site, and even a great message to all people who are interested in humanities and non-humanities to complete what he did. And really want to thank Mr. Mark for today, and he can present and introduce about his work. So thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. Good evening, everyone. Thank you very much, Nanu, for that introduction. I'm very proud of being your teacher as well, by the way. And I think you're leading a new wave of Emirati artists, which we're very much looking forward to seeing grow. First of all, I would like to just, before I talk, some guests were asking me to give an introduction about the mosque itself and what gave me an idea to do this publication. But before I do that, I want to explain a couple of people. One of them being Dr. Salman Al-Tassi, who's the Vice President of the University, for his support in the publication. Also Sheikh Mahan, who's the President of the University, for his continued support to faculty research. And of course, Mr. Ahmed Al-Yafei, the founder of Art Hub, for allowing this event to take place in Shukran. I would also like to thank some guests I'm not here, which is Dr. Michael Allen, who was the dean of my college before we actually became the College of Arts and Creative Enterprises. And he was for his continued support on this project, and of course, Assistant Dean Karen Lorenzo Sosa, for her continued support on the project as well, and encouragement. Thanks everyone, and last but not least, my wife was actually here. and also Dr. Constance Moore, who's sitting over there. She was very supportive in her research ideas, and I'm happy to see this project. If we could start, we can have a automatic slide with your questions time, which is great. It reminds me of Bristol, from Bristol Victoria University. The project actually started about 3 months after I came here. I was about 2009. December 2009, I wasn't sure what to do as a form of research, being an architect. My initial interest started on this particular newspaper article. It was in the 2009. And it's from the national newspaper, and it's described the mosque as the oldest functional mosque in the UAE. When I first came to the UAE, I was in the impression that we had this beautiful contemporary buildings that were virtually from the Burj Al Arab. I was not totally aware that we had buildings and incredible buildings like this in the UAE. So immediately, being someone who's interested in architecture, I was very much interested in continuing and pursuing this type of research. For those of you who know what Fujairah is one of the most beautiful emirates, but all of them are beautiful, but Fujairah is a special place. It reminds me of the Mediterranean. It has this beautiful crystal blue waters, and it's on the eastern side of the UAE. It's about 3 hours, 3.5 hours drive from Abu Dhabi. The mosque itself between Iban and Fujairah is Fujairah city, and it's a very small mosque. I'm not going to go too much in the history, because when I went, I realized there was quite a few publications already done on the archaeology of the mosque itself. So I was really interested in discovering. I was more, in all honesty, when I went there, I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do in the first place. The research became very organic. How we started that. We have this one. using photography. And the type of photography is one that I have seen and admired from artists like Bernard Hiller, who tend to do 4x5 video format camera for photography of industrial buildings. Gordon Martin Clark, who try to photograph the unphotographable, which is something I'm interested in. Who tries to find a certain technological aspect of spaces, which is something I'm close to my heart. In one, the architecture trying to produce, but also the architecture trying to investigate in existing buildings. This is the mosque. For those of you who haven't seen it, it's a very, very small mosque. It's roughly 5 meters by 6 meters square. It's 4 domes. It's very organic in its construction, mainly using Arab architecture. And initially, the first question I had in my mind, in how to somehow realize my research or formulate is, do I photograph in color or do I photograph it in black and white? So immediately I decided it had to be black and white. I was just spoken to some reporters a minute ago, and they asked me this question: why black and white? And the reason why it is black and white to me has a certain dignity, which the mosque is evokes. That the mosque has to be represented as. I'm also interested in not just the construction, but how the materials evoke their presence and how humans reoccupy spaces. And this is the human habitation is something I wanted to discover. And one of the reasons actually why the project started is because when I was there, I realized that many tourists, non-Muslims, do not have access to go inside the actual mosque. And I thought, wouldn't it be great if we could make something? The book was not even in my mind. It was more like postcards. Something that they could grab, take, or buy, or they would even have to go at the place at the mosque and then take home with them. And that's how we all started. Balance the light, the shadows, how the building is decaying in a way, because it's architecture, it demands for the rendering to be replaced very, very often. And that's it, really. I mean, thank you for coming. Thank you for, I'm very honored and flattered that you're here. I'm honored that my students and graduates are here. To me, it's a great honor. And we had discussions with some of the reporters who were asking me what's next. There is projects in the pipeline, but next time I'm using this book as a teaching tool, not just to inspire, but to follow methodology. And inshallah, or ideas to produce another publication. It could be a form of an exhibition or an art installation of another building which has a specific historical or cultural meaning, which is something that we're producing with our students in the very